Welcome back, everyone, to the Afterthought podcast once again. We're over here with Emmanuel.
Hello.
It's just the two of us for today. David will join us on the next episode to give some of his thoughts on
No,
today's topic.
last episode because this is 2 weeks. Remember, it's every 2 weeks,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay,
so
yeah,
they already
well,
know his opinions and scores.
true, true. Well, even if this is recorded ahead of time, so there you go. We're weird like that. Anyway, today's topic is another movie review. This time was Spider-Man, the first one, the OG from '02. You know, movie I saw in VCR. Those things that aren't even a thing right now. When's the last time you saw a VCR? I think the last time I saw one was in like 2008, maybe.
Same. It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. I haven't seen them in at all. Even
Not
DVDs for that
since
matter.
not since we switched
Aside from games.
TVs because
Yeah.
we used to have like this big CTR that played VCS, and since we got
See,
rid of it, we
I
kind
didn't
of
even
left
have
them
a CTR. I just had the VCS.
a CTR TV,
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah,
big
yeah.
big ass
I know what you mean. Yeah,
TV,
no.
the big boy.
Yeah, those things. Do you know that one of those things fell on top of me as a kid?
Yeah, you told me a story.
Yeah, it fucking hurt.
I'm surprised you live.
Yeah, dude. Till this day, it has like the mark of my fingers just holding on for dear life. Dude, those things, dude, they were so scary. I had
Yeah.
PTSD.
So, what's your
Anyway,
opinion on the movie?
I mean, the movie, I, it's definitely a kids movie. Okay, or even teen or preteen movie. It definitely feels like that. It's a very good one, but it nonetheless never left my mind that oof, yes, seeing this as like a with like some more experience, definitely like it doesn't fully live up to my expectations or like my memory, but it's still very good. I'm still surprised at like some like specific things the movie does better than I remember, and a bunch of other things. I think it falls off. So in my opinion, it's still a very good movie, much better than the last movie we watched,
Hmm.
but not as good as I remember.
So, my opinion is kind of same. There's a lot of this movie that does well and better than a lot of MCU movies.
Yeah, definitely.
And like one thing I know is like, oh yay, good music.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
I
oh,
remember that.
it has an actual theme that you remember. Great. A lot of the other
It
points like,
definitely it's.
oh, okay, yeah. This is how high school was written in 2001, 2002.
Do you have a problem with the? Okay, no, I will leave this for later. I have a point specific about this. But didn't you find that the pacing in some moments was like sped up?
Yeah, I'll get back to you. I have there's some lore behind that.
You have fun about that? Okay,
I'm
like
gonna bring
on
out the
that note,
books.
I will go like point by point what I have written down. My first point and the first thing I wrote down. The movie has 3 minutes of credits. What the fuck, Marvel? What the fuck, Sony?
It's
Three
2001.
minutes?
It's 2001.
Yeah, dude, but holy shit, man!
A
That's a
lot,
bunch of logos and names, and I'm like, move on, Christ!
you know.
3 whole minutes, man.
At least the music was good and the effects were interesting.
Yeah, the effects were definitely interesting. Is the right word.
But going back to my opinion, it's like, yes, this is very much a comic book movie in that it feels very much like one of those 60 comics Stanley wrote. That's
Hmm.
that's put, that's put into a movie form, and with 3 issues combined.
That's a good way to put it. It feels like they were. I mean, and to some extent, that's what they were doing. They were experimenting how to make a comic into a movie, and that's why some things, to me at least, feel clunky because like no one really had done it before. I mean, some people had like Blade was a thing, but not to the extent.
And Blade was recent. It was like 2 years before, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's continue. My second point that I wrote down was it's like why is everyone so mean to poor Pete, dude? They were bullying
Oh,
him so bad, man.
it's actually from the first comic issue that Spider-Man appears in.
Man, but he gets bullied to like
I
a surprising degree.
Yeah, yeah. I like the videos I watched by it said. the Spider-Man in the original Amazing Fantasy appearance. It's kind of like an incel
Yeah, yeah.
because
Well, I have a point about that later too.
yeah, uh, he's pissed that all the guys are mean to him and none of the girls want to go out with him.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
And he's like,
he's definitely salty
fuck
about that.
everybody except uh, my grandparents. I
Yeah.
mean, my aunt and uncle. Oh, it's just they're so old in this one. So old. They're 68, 70
Dude,
by the end of the
yeah.
movie.
I forgot how old the uncles were in the movie.
I think they're
Okay.
going for like great aunt and uncle in this one.
Yeah. Also, Pete is a simp in this movie. Can we all
Oh
agree on that?
yeah.
He's definitely a simp in this movie.
It's like
He's
MJ,
like
please,
behind
please,
behind NBA. Oh
let
yeah,
me lick your feet.
I was in the corner. I was in the neighborhood. Had to take two trains to get here. Talk to her for 1 minute. I'm like, dude, was it worth it to come all this way to
It's
talk to her
also
for two
very like,
seconds?
oh yes, he's very much is the nerd who can't talk to girls,
Yeah,
and that's
but it's
playing well.
but see, it makes no sense because like at point he can't talk to her. Like when he saves like that famous scene when like she like sleeps and he like grabs her dinner, her plate or something. At that
His
point,
lunch.
he can't speak. Yeah, her lunch. At that point, he can't speak. But later on, when they're in the hospital, she gives her like this like cute speech. I'm like, dude, choose either you can talk to girls or you can't. You can't have
Uh,
it both ways, man.
should I tell you the thing is about pacing? The reason behind that?
Well, what
Uh,
happened?
this movie apparently takes place over 2 years.
Well, it definitely. I mean, you can kind of tell because he graduates and then he goes to work, but it's not shown very clearly.
It kind, yeah, it's like, oh, he finished high school, he's not in college, but the college part is like a very much a background thing.
Yeah, he like college is like two scenes and then that's it.
Not even scene. It's like, oh, he has books all around, like college books.
Well, like he's they say that like he finished high school and then he says that he's gonna like work his way through college, but we never even see it. Like the thing actually taking place. It's like a couple scenes where it's mentioned that he's going to go, but it's never actually shown or implied or anything. Which I don't know. Which also like another point that I have here that follows is that like the movie is supposed to like take place over this period of time, but they don't age at all. They always look like they're 25 the whole time.
Well, that's also the problem when they're supposed to be like 17, 18. They look like
Yeah, like
22,
AJ
23.
is in high school and she looks like a 25-year-old, grown ass woman. I'm like, the fuck?
It's like that thing people point out about the first scene. The teacher's the youngest person in the room.
Yeah, yeah. The Asian, the black guy, the
Yeah,
like
it's like,
the youngest person there.
it's like, oh my god, these guys got left behind a lot.
Wasn't Maguire like 25 when this came out, or like 20 something?
20s, Carrie Twain.
Oh, he was 20.
I'm gonna
I
say
thought that was.
20s. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah. 20 is definitely. He's 45 now, so around there.
He's in his 40s right now, I think.
Yeah, 45.
So
The
late
next one,
20s.
what? Yeah, was also funny that like the fact that the Green Goblin suit was meant to be like a army weapon is hilarious because it's so impractical.
It's
It makes
cheesy.
no
It's
sense.
cheesy in the best way
It's
possible.
it's so cheesy. You're like,
It's
oh
the,
yeah,
it's that
the
comic
army's
book
gonna
cheese.
pay for like this like hoverboard for one person. And I'm like, sure, buddy. It's
Also,
fucking not
like
gonna happen.
that flying mech suit he blows up.
Oh yeah,
It looks so
dude,
dumb in the best way
I forgot
possible.
about that. The whole
Me
thing. It
too.
looks so stupid.
It looks like something from like a science fiction show.
It looks so. It looks like something that would like show up in like a bad like '60s show.
It looks like a toy tie-in.
Dude, it looks so bad, man. That whole scene made me laugh. And when he kills the like, I will talk more in depth about the CGI later. But
The
when he like,
skeletons.
yeah, the skeletons, it looks so Jesus, dude.
You know what else I noticed about that scene? Um,
Because they couldn't show blood, and then
no,
we're like, well, let's just
when they're flying, when they're fighting on the ground, and it's like a Grigami says "too slow" or something like that. When he like
yeah,
catches Spider-Man's punch, his mouth
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
move.
yeah.
You can see
He's
his
so
mouth.
serious now.
Like, oh yeah, this will stub over.
Yeah, uh, I also had here. aunt and uncle of Pete are like goals. They've been together for like a bunch of time and they love each other. I was like so fucking cute.
Adorable. I
When
like
I
how
first saw it, I'm like, dude, they're building this like perfect couple for you to like for your heart to like drop when he dies on a
also
beat. I'm like,
going to my notes. Oh, Ben
yeah, go ahead.
Parker. I forgot he was a character. MCU.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
It's like,
But
oh, we got to skip over his origin,
yeah, I don't know
but you
why.
still have to talk about it. It's kind of pointing Spider-Man.
I had like a miscellaneous point here that William Defoe is great in this movie. I think he is.
He's always
I think he's
great.
pretty good in this movie. Yeah, yeah.
Also, J.K.
No,
Simmons
yeah,
as JJ, James
yeah, yeah.
Jonas Jamerson. A
Yeah.
performer is so good, they retcon the character to be more like him.
You know who I totally forgot existed, and I have no clue why.
What?
His son. Fuck.
Oh, the
What's the
guy
name of the?
MJ's engaged to in the second movie.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
They don't
dude,
talk about
that's
him.
completely forgot. Yeah.
It's not important in that movie.
No, he's irrelevant the whole time.
I, I got one last point.
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead.
Peter's, MJ's, and Harry's relationship is not close as they tell you it is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
weird.
like the same thing with like the college thing. It's like it's implied, and you have to just buy it because like it's never shown. Like they're together in like I mean the three characters put together. I think they are like 5 minutes together in the whole movie, and like Pete with them individually is also not that much time. It's very specific scenes
It's like weird.
in which like yeah, yeah, go ahead.
It's like MJ and Peter are supposed to be childhood friends, but anyway, the line where like
Ah,
Peter is like he's trying to talk up to MJ before she gets in the car. It's like, oh, you probably just never noticed me, but we live next door to each other.
it doesn't feel like friends. It feels like he's like
They're
again
stalker.
simping to her, like oh my god, MJ,
Also, kind of
I've
creepy.
known you for 10 years.
Their rooms are right next to each other, and he can
Yeah,
see into hers.
and that fucking cliche, I hate it so much. When like
It's
she's
also
like
creepy.
getting ready,
It's also
and
creepy.
she leaves like her door like wide open. He's like, oh my god,
No, her window.
look at her, look at her. Oh my god. Oh yeah. By the way, that actress, who is she? I have no
Uh,
idea who MJ is. The actress.
Christian Dunst.
Never heard of her.
She did a lot of
No,
things.
I can't name
You've
you
probably
a
seen
single
her
thing
around.
aside from this.
She's
I've
blonde
never
now.
heard.
That's why. I think she's actually a
No,
real
no,
blonde.
no. I know she's blonde, but I was like, ugh, I can't tell you a thing.
Well, before,
Also, I
uh,
heard. Wait,
also
what?
I'm gonna say this. This is my favorite version of MJ in this movie trilogy.
I will say. I mean, I had this discussion earlier, but let's just just go
Let's
ahead right now.
let's talk about MJ. Yeah.
What do you What do you think of NJ in this
Uh,
movie, and compared to the new NJ, like
well,
the from
first I kind of want to talk
new?
about MJ in this movie by herself.
No, yeah, sure, sure. But like,
Um,
I want to force the comparison
uh,
to the new one.
do you think in this movie that MJ has a thing for men with power?
Is he?
Because
No, I just think that I think that MJ
can I say
it's
my point first? 'Cause I
I
have
think that
reasons. Of
I
all right,
think
so
that
in the beginning where she's dating Flash, and if we're going by Spider-Man lore, he's a football player. He's the big man on campus. He like
no, dude. I don't think I had to cut that. I mean, like, this is a
yeah.
actual question. Do I think
Uh,
that? I don't think so. I just
I'm not
think
done yet.
that MJ is. Oh, sorry, sorry. Go ahead.
Then she starts dating Harry, who is rich and from a powerful family, and then
Yeah.
she has to think for Spider-Man, a superhero.
I well, if you Spider-Man is the only one I can make a connection to, but I
Yeah,
think
because Spider-Man's Chad. Who doesn't want to date Spider-Man?
she's into people that that don't care too much about her because of her relationship with her family.
Yeah, I
People
really
like
like how that is placed. She's distant for a good reason.
yeah,
It's like she very much I have to be there for myself because everybody else is shit.
pretty much, and that's why I think she's attracted to this like characters that don't give a shit about her because like she's recreating like the trauma that she's experiences at home. That's
Well,
what she's attracted
Harry's
to.
not a piece of shit.
No, but she doesn't give a shit about her. Not really. He's using her as like a trophy for
Yeah, that's kind of wrong.
his dad. Yeah, and I think she knows that, and that's why she's attracted to him. She's attracted to these like type of men who don't actually care too much about her.
And
That's how I see it
and of
as,
course the movie's
at
like,
least.
oh, now she finally knows Peter simping in the corner, being a nice guy.
Except not really, because like until the third one, I think is when they start being
No,
together, right? Or the
they
second one at the end.
the second one in the end,
Yeah, the second one at the end, right? Yeah, yeah.
and then he
Until the
becomes
second
an
one,
asshole in the third one.
until that one, they're like not really together. So like it's kind of like a bullshit like a spoiler
She
at this
goes through a
point.
lot of relationships in this trilogy.
Yeah,
She dates
she
she
goes
dates
everyone
Flash,
around Peter
Harry,
except Peter.
JJ's son, Peter. Then she breaks up with Peter. I don't know if she dates anyone in the meantime. Where and Peter is just like, oh, I want MJ. Hi Gwen,
Yeah,
but MJ though.
she is always like, oh, going back to the girl I first simp on.
I'm back to being a good boy. I must go back to simping.
Yeah, let's go back to simping. Hey,
Uh,
hey, Amy, take my 2K donation, please. Anya would definitely be like a two
uh,
streamer on
yeah.
today's DNH.
Uh, sh-
100%.
Also, I
I had
kind
like
of want to
another
compare her to MCU MJ because we don't get a lot with her.
no, but here's the thing. I have a hate love like thing with like the new MJ.
Well, because very
Hate
clear,
because
like
like
Peter can get hot chicks, so here's the nerdy one.
yeah, but also I mean I know this has to be complaint, but like why couldn't this make her hair red? Fucking is it that hard to dye your hair? Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, I'm fine with her not being a redhead.
I mean I don't care, but I'm just like it's so easy
It's
to
like
just
you can still do MJ as being hot and smart because that's just ultimate. Which
which is definitely a good looking
yeah,
actress. But I'm just like I mean like
yeah,
was it that hard dude to like just dye like the tips of your hair red?
that look
I don't
cool
know.
though.
Yeah, it would look cool. I mean, like it's that easy.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Going back to this movie also takes a lot from the Ultimate online where NJ and Peter are neighbors. But thing
Yeah,
is,
I mean, I like that.
in that comic
That's
series,
fine.
Peter's like, "Yo, MJ, I'm Spider-Man" right away, which they take in Spider-Man P4, which is also that he's like, "Oh, MJ, I'm Spider-Man." Cheesy part. Do you laugh when Green Goblin dies?
Oh yeah,
You're
don't
just
tell
like,
Harry.
"Don't tell her." Also, like,
He's
not
just
to.
just
Also,
dies.
I
Like
can't stop
it
thinking
looks like
about
someone
the.
like pressed like a power button and he just like powered off. He's like, he just dies right there.
Also, we're not at 3 yet, but I can't stop thinking about that scene about the guy telling him, "Your father died by his glider," and how many
Yeah,
times he
yeah.
messed it up. 5 or 3 is gonna be a ride.
It's gonna be hilarious, dude. I had like a few more points. Like just like quick things that I'm like, this is like so clearly like a early 2000s movie. Like things like I just wrote like physics has left the chat because like the physics in some parts make no sense. Like in the first fight when he's fighting Flash, and he just does like a triple backflip on the air. I'm like, sure, buddy,
He's Spider-Man.
sure you did. Yeah, dude. But like it looks. I mean, when you know how wires work,
Yeah,
it's so clear. But it was just like someone like pushing him up, and he just doing a backflip by
he more
himself.
so with the punch.
And the punch too.
It
When he
clear that
punches him,
he had a wire
and he
attached to his back and just pull him back.
yeah, and like it's just like if I punch you and you actually travel that distance, dude, there will be a hole in your chest. Okay, I would have cracked every rib, you know, every
He will
bone,
crack.
every rib in
He
your
will
body.
crack the ribcage. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So like, if they actually went with logic, Spider-Man definitely killed a few people in this movie. Also, like when MJ falls, like at the in like the bridge scene, and she like holds like the
Oh yeah.
that cage. How are your arms just broken, dude?
I was like, oh shit, she got that. Damn.
Also, what else here? Oh yeah, the CGI. It's
I
so
can't bring that
bipolar.
off. It's so funny. It's good for its
The
time.
CGI
It's
is
good
so
for its time.
bipolar, dude. In when he's swinging around on the like the as Spider-Man, is
Yeah.
very good for the time. It's very good.
No, I talked
But
about
then
when he goes down to track the killer. When he's like climbing the
yeah,
walls and you could clearly tell it's CGI.
yeah.
It's like,
But
oh,
like,
it's bad. Well, it's good back then, but it's bad now.
and he still has like some parts that are for some reason like ingrained in my mind. Like that scene when like he's first climbing the wall and like you see like the like later like legs going out his fingers.
Yeah.
That scene is it's some for some reason it's laser into my head as a kid. I love that
It's a
scene.
cool
It
scene.
still makes no sense how he's able to hold his feet though, because the feet has sock and shoes, but
Oh yeah, I missed one more point.
forget about
The,
that.
the hand thing doesn't make sense anymore with organic webs
Yeah.
because like
Yeah, but it's still cool. I
it's
don't know.
cool. He can't change it. It's like, oh, he doesn't have to press the thing anymore because it's organic. But we still want him
I
to do
actually
the thing.
like that version better than that like him making his own web, because I like him having like all the spider powers just biologically rather than making them. I like that better. I don't know.
Uh,
I
my
prefer
point
it.
is that I think Far From Home is the only one that ever uses as plot point when it comes to the movie
Yeah, yeah.
of him just
That's the
running
problem.
out.
That like when
Him
it's
running
like
out
when
and
it's
having
mechanical, it's
to.
always like a Deus Ex Machina. You're like, oh, somehow he ran out at this very instance.
I think it could be
Like it's so
interesting
stupid.
as a plot, as him like
Yeah,
he's down and out, but he still has his powers.
yeah.
Thing is, only one movie uses it,
Hmm.
and it's like, oh, I'm out webs. What do I do? Wait, I'm smart.
And like he never has like a countdown. Like, hey man, you have like 30 left. Be careful. No, it's always like, oh, I
I
don't
think
know
it.
where I'm out. I'm like,
I
what the
think it
fuck?
doesn't in Stark suit in the MCU because of how
I
high
forgot.
tech that suit is. It must have.
I forgot. I don't know. I think
And if
uh,
that's in a
some
movie
other
a year,
funny details is like two wild rapists appear out of nowhere in the streets. You're like, oh dude, yeah, let's grab that guy over there. It's cool. Yeah, yeah, dude, you
I
got
just
it.
imagine the Pokemon sound. Two wild rapists.
Yeah, dude. I was like, seriously? It is how Hollywood think raping happens. Random ass guys like that guy right there. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
look,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
the
Okay,
rapist
let's
across the
go.
corners.
It's so stupid. Also, like something that I realized now as an adult, but I never thought about it as
The
a kid.
kissing, the
No,
upside down kissing.
MJ wears no bras
Oh
in
yeah,
the whole movie.
wait, in the whole movie.
Yeah, in the whole movie, she never
I
has a
thought
bra
you were
on.
talking about the rain scene. Can you tell she's self-pointing?
Yeah,
You
I
can't
was
miss
like,
those
oh, dude,
missiles.
look, the Eiffel Tower is pointing at me. Also, guys, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but kissing upside down is
Yeah,
fucking horrible.
yeah. In watching that, like that looks weird.
No, it's fucking horrible. Like I tried to kiss Casper, who shall remain unknown in the podcast, like that. It's not
All
nice.
between Holtz shall know her
Yeah,
name.
the fourth unknown host.
The ghost hunting us.
Yeah, yeah, it's not fun.
We're like,
So
he just
yeah,
watched the movie. He's like, I need to try this now.
no, like I tried it before to be like, oh, this might be cute, right? And no, it's awkward.
Why?
It's
Because your
it's
nose is up to her chin.
yeah, that's why it's fucking clunky as shit.
It's the tickle. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring down your neck.
Some other
It's like
like
this is not sexy at all.
I'm like no,
Spider-Man lied to me.
this is not what is cracked up to be at all. Some other like
Made. Maybe being cold and wet helps.
It just makes it all worse. Oh, and depending on how many takes that took, Tobey Maguire had to be like dizzy by the end of that thing.
Are you sure that's
Being upside
Toby?
down, oh, wolf. Maybe it isn't. Now that I think about it. I
It's
don't
like
know. Maybe. Maybe it's just a
the
dummy.
random guy's like, yeah, it's a Spider-Man kid. Like he's saying you. It's like, yeah,
It's like, I'm gonna get this one. This is payback
stand back, Toby. It's my time.
for all the stunts. This is my time to shine. Like kissing scene. Some other like dumb points, like how also like no one realizes that Pete is Spider-Man, but
He
the
doesn't change
villain
his
of
voice.
course
He doesn't change his
realizes
voice,
it.
which is weird.
Yeah, but like how he gets find out is so stupid. Like, oh, I saw blood. He has a cut. There's no explanation. He has to be Spider-Man. I'm
I
like,
I
seriously?
I cut him this morning. It must be him.
Yeah, it must be him. No one else can get caught between that time and now. There's no possibilities. It has to be him. No one else.
Uh,
Let
go,
me let me almost kill his aunt on a
let me kill
hunch.
this old lady.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Going back to Ultimate Comics. At that one, Norman knows for a story that Peter Spider-Man. Good.
Yeah.
It was in his lab that Peter got bitten by a spider, and Peter right away is like, "Oh no, I'm sick. I'm dying."
Mm.
It's like, and Norman's like, "Wait a minute, Spider escaped."
Also, don't you love like
Connect
the
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 dots.
the the downgrade from scientist to photographer of Peter?
No, he's
The
both.
massive downgrade in
He's a science student who works freelance.
yeah, it's a shitty job though. I'm like, dude, what
He
happened?
got fired from his lab job. Remember? He
Yeah,
said it.
yeah.
He's like,
But he
Doctor
gets
Connor
paid
fired me.
shit. He gets paid shit like for 6 pictures, $300. I'm like, dude, go somewhere else, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's a
Show me a
shitty
picture of
pay.
Spider-Man.
Pete is like, dude, I have the only pictures of him, and this dude is like, $300. That's all I'll give you. Really? For the only pictures ever?
It's
300
300.
for the first pictures? Are you sure?
Thing is, but he always wants pictures of Spider-Man, so it's a constant.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Also,
They rent.
when he saw the memes, he's like, yeah, meme. It's like when he does,
Yeah.
I'm stuffing a scientist myself.
Oh, yeah. That's the best meme. Oh, he's like, oh,
I was like, back
you
to Florida.
when Pete is like, oh, dude, I made a paper on your research, and he's like, oh, and you understood it? I'm like, no, dumbass. I wrote a paper without knowing what you did. Are you stupid? Of course I did.
You smart?
What kind of point is that? He's like, oh,
Uh,
you smart kid?
I think we should start moving on to the next segment. Least
Yeah,
favorite
okay.
and favorite character,
My favorite character?
and least one.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Favorite character. This one has to be uh what's the Oxford's
Harry.
son?
Harry.
Yeah, Harry. I fucking hate that character. It's big time annoying.
It helps with the actor is a big piece of shit.
Yeah, and I mean, Tobey Maguire to some extent he's also like kind of a prick, but like the actor in
Not a rest worthy prick.
yeah, no, he's just a prick, not like illegal shit.
Uh, hit films young women without permission.
Yeah,
Let's move on. Yeah, Harry's like, Peter, I'm gonna cuck you here. Sorry, no bro code this time.
yeah, dude. Touch a snake. I'm like, hey man, I know you like this girl since the fucking fourth grade. Let me go ahead and
Let me
do
slide
the
into the DMs.
let me become Solid Snake right here. Fucking
Your favorite character?
favorite character. I mean, Peter is such a, like a cop out. I feel so. I'm gonna try to think of someone else.
You
You
could
know
choose
what?
Peter. I had no choice. You won.
I like I like the Green Goblin. He's a piece of shit, obviously, but he's such a fun character to
Y-
watch. I like him,
Yeah.
and I like the foe how he portrays him. I like his insanity moments when he's looking at the mirror. That's a good scene. Yeah, so go ahead.
Uh, Nothing. Um, I like on Amazon X-ray, it's like it lists at Norman, Green Goblin. No. So I have to say to my least favorite character, kind of has to be MJ.
Really? You hate MJ?
Well, Harry's the worst character because he have presence, and there's not a
Yeah, I guess.
lot of other important characters in the story.
Yeah,
It's like you could roll her better. It's just
yeah, definitely.
at this point I read Ultimate Comics Spider-Man.
Mm. Do you think it would have been more powerful if he died on the movie?
Yeah. Also, I see Spider-Man PS4, whose MJ is a lot better and interesting, and their
You
relationship.
mean you mean an actual character
Yes.
and not a plot point?
She's not just, oh, I'm good. I'm Peter's good-looking girlfriend slash crush.
Do you want to hear my nuclear take?
What?
The second trilogy of Spider-Man, the shitty one,
Yeah.
did a better job with the love
Relationship.
relationship.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
You
The
know that
worst
movie,
version of Spider-Man did a better job in that sense than this trilogy.
but that's not the movie's problem. That's not those movies'
No,
problems.
definitely not. It's just the cheatiness or the cheesiness and
No, it's worse. It's the writing.
the bad enemies and the writing and Peter being a cock. I don't know.
It's bad movies. Let's move on.
Yeah,
I have to say my favorite character is Peter. Kind of
yeah.
because we only have four major characters. No, wait, never
Mm.
mind. JJ,
J.J. Abrams, that's a great character.
give me a picture of Spider-Man.
The level of hypocrisy of like, oh, I hate Spider-Man. Oh wait, he sells. Oh man, I love Spider-Man now. He's the best. Such
J.K.
an
Simmons
asshole.
does the best way of portraying him as a piece of shit, but
Yeah,
enjoyable to watch.
yeah, definitely. I fucking love that. One of the best things about the movie, in my opinion, is the what happens to the villain at the end. Like he dies because like I think that like movies such as like the whole MCU right now,
Well,
especially the Spider-Man
I'll go
movies.
say that's kind of cliche at this
Um,
point with weird movies because the villain always dies.
yeah, you know what?
Even
I like that.
MCU,
It shows consequences. That I like that. That like
yeah.
if you're like this evil, you get your ending.
I also like how
You
they
know,
got away around Spider-Man not killing,
yeah. It's
which says
but
he had no choice. He either die or be killed. It's either killed or let Norman kill himself.
well, he has no choice when it matters to him. Like the movie wants you to look at it of like, oh, he definitely didn't kill him. I definitely think that the villain dying shows consequences for the choices that the character made.
I think the
I don't
second
think
movie does
that
it better,
definitely yes, yes, I agree. I
and
think
the third one's very
the
iffy
third one
on
is the one
that
with
part.
Sandman, right?
The third
Or the
one's
second
with
one?
Sandman and Venom.
I love Sandman, dude. On that movie, I think
You know
Sandman is
why?
a good character.
You know why?
But,
It was originally only supposed to be Sandman, and the studio's like, put
yeah,
Venom,
I know.
and Sandman is like, I don't know Venom. It'll be after my time. Do
Mm.
Venom. Okay.
I would. I want to like actually like see how Sandman looks CGI wise because it's such an old movie. But anyway, that would look interesting. But
Uh,
anyway,
should we move to the last segment,
so,
which is your favorite one? How will we change it?
yeah, how will we change it? I mean, I would definitely slow things down quite a little bit because I think that like he gets his powers up and ready in 15 minutes, like to the dot. 15 minutes, and he's from nerd to Spider-Man. And I think that's a little bit too extreme. I would like to see Peter, life a bit more. I'll also like okay, here's like a nuclear take, a hot take, a
Go ahead.
Hiroshima take. The death of Uncle Ben is not for me at least. You know, reviewing the movie is not that impactful.
Maybe because we already seen it so many times.
Maybe, but I just don't see that. Like, I would like that last conversation to be a little bit longer
I think
before he dies.
you're supposed to remember that it's Pierre's fault that he was out there at that time.
and the setup that like is like, oh, and then he died is so like the connection between, oh, he went back to look for Peter to pick him up, and then that's how he died. That connection, you have to make it yourself. It's not hinted at until you see like who the killer is. And I'm like, I would change
Yeah.
that definitely. That's what I would do. I would change that.
Well,
I would make it
Raul,
the movie.
They do change
Yeah,
that. They do change that. Remember in three?
yeah, but they fuck it up though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's it.
I would change it for the better. Let's say that.
All right. I think I'll change. I'll be like you. I'll just make it during high school. It's like his very early years, like the first few months.
Because that's interesting. Dude. How do you go from fucking from you know nerdy kid to Spider Man? That's an
Yeah,
interesting topic.
in
Oh, by
this,
the way, it's never explained how he makes the suit. He goes from a shitty suit to full on suit with no explanation.
and that's just so complicated with all the rings, like
Yeah,
the milk stuff.
I was like, dude, excuse me, bitch, how? At least in like the newer one, it's I mean, it's kind of explained that Tony
It's
has a
our,
hand at that.
it's high tech,
Yeah,
and he has a shitty suit before he gets the high tech one.
yeah.
And
But in the
like
new one, it's like, oh yeah, this old drawing for 2 weeks ago. Let me make this thing, and then cut, and it's just full on Spider-Man suit. I'm like, wait, what? Excuse me, bitch, what? Also, like the fact that Spider-Man comes from like a wrestling host because he wants to be called
human
Human
spider.
Spider. I'm like, oh boy, that's so,
Oh yeah,
so stupid.
uh, our I forgot his name. Cameo. The
Oh yeah, I
announcer.
forgot his name too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's pretty fun. It's a fun
It's like
character.
the Sam Raimi's. This is the actor like Zongo poem everything. Good
Yeah,
actor.
it's pretty fun though. I like that.
So you want to get our final score?
Yep, definitely. This movie for me is definitely a step up from the last movie, so I'll give it a solid point above it. 7.5.
How much?
A 7.5. A full point
Uh,
above.
well, for me,
That's
I say this movie's really good. I'm just gonna say this is a good movie. Two is better by a lot.
I think so. Yeah.
From what I remember, two's a lot better.
Yep. I
So
agree.
I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10.
Uh, a 7 out of 10. If I divide that by two, I'm pretty sure I know the score. But anyways, that's a 7.25. That's an average score.
And
Definitely,
at
if you
this
have to
point, I'll
choose,
have David's score, so I'll put it in the video.
yeah, yeah. But if you have to choose between this movie and the previous one that we reviewed, I definitely think this is a better
This
movie.
one, yeah, this one's better.
It's also a better representation of the era, the 2000s.
And you know, there's no teenagers in it.
Yeah, but it's a good movie. But if you want like a silly movie, I think Fast One has like a place in my heart. But anyways, that's it for this episode.
Oh
Next
yeah,
time
this is the last
we're
good movie.
reviewing we're reviewing the no no no. What do you mean, dude? Next time
Until
we're reviewing the Magnus Opera, okay, of cinema.
I'm gonna stab you next time I see you because of this.
Should we announce it beforehand, or should we just leave it here on
I say Nazi.
a cliffhanger?
I say
Announce it.
Nazi.
Okay, fine. Guys, we're reviewing for next time the Magnus Opera of cinema, the masterpiece that never got an Oscar, the fallen hero of film, The
The
Room.
meme, and when memes were anything.
And
The
if you
movie
know what
that's a
The Room
joke.
is, if you know what The Room is, this phrase should remind you.
Hi
Oh,
Mark.
hi, Mark.
Hi Mark.
Yes, definitely.
Hi Mark.
Is that a movie? It's a shitty movie that was made by a miracle, a decent budget, like 3 million, but
A
it's
movie made
a
by
joke
a
of a movie.
comment. I wonder how this is gonna
Yeah,
be.
yeah, by a conman. A dude that wanted to be a hero but doesn't know how to act, and the movie is full of like
All
not even
right,
B actors, like D list actors, F list actors, people of the streets. Okay,
G-list actors.
it's a bad movie. Okay, but it's gonna be fun.
You scared me.
Uh, I'm anticipating that our scores would not go above 3. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying,
All right.
tune in, tune in 2 weeks then to
Yeah.
listen to that,
Yeah. 2 weeks.
and that's it.
Yeah. We're
Listen
done.
to us on Spotify, SoundCloud,
On
our
YouTube.
website, here on YouTube, whatever you want.
Wait, website.
Bye bye, guys.